Hi, it's me, and that's him, and we're the Sci-Fi Scholars.
And we're talking Arrow, Season 5, Episode 4, Penance. You know the drill. Spoilers.
Yep, and lots of them.
Lots of them.
So for me, this episode had some weaker points than the other ones so far this season.
It's probably, being probably the weakest episode this season so far.
I didn't... So the other parts of Oliver joining the Bradford I've enjoyed a lot more than this week's of him being in the... I did get the whole thing of now that he's proven that he trusts them and he's going to kill when he gets told to, even without full details, that was their final test. Because it's believable that would be a test that a gang does, because a lot of gangs worldwide are known that you have to kill someone to be fully accepted as a member. Yeah. So that was fine. I just didn't... Overall, it didn't quite feel as strong, even though it seemed like...
it's more... It didn't feel as strong because of just the way it was set. It wasn't as Bradford. It was Oliver in a jail killing someone. Yeah.
And it seemed also a little bit of just... They tried to make that story match what they were doing with the other story rather than just follow a storyline.
They do that normally, and this season's been a little bit more like, while the B story, the flashback has been probably one of the better flashbacks so far. It's been to, hey, look what's happening in our route now, and look what happened in the flashback. Like it's way too paralleled.
Yeah.
Which has normally happened, but this is like even more. It feels even more so.
This episode just felt way too far, but
it's felt like that in the past few. But I haven't really been bothered by it because of how strong it's been. And I do agree. It's probably the weakest flashback this season so far, but it's still like a ton of better than last season.
Yeah.
But I still enjoy the flashbacks, and I enjoyed this episode, not as much as previous ones. Like there was just something about it that was just like turning the cogs a little bit. And
Oliver got gout. That was a hilarious. Like, of all the things you could claim that he's got, like, gout doesn't seem believable. Like, it should have just been with he's got undisclosed health problems.
Yeah.
But maybe Thea was just having a dig at her brother. But like it's
quite possibly.
Yeah. That just didn't seem like a believable... when they said that, I'm like, what? There's no possible way that he... Oh, that's just dumb.
Yeah, I was just glossed over it. I was like, whatever. For me, though, Diggle's been so far a pretty big disappointment.
Yep.
Which is not necessarily the acting or the character. It's just the character decision. So obviously, the writing on behalf of... I understand why they wanted to get him out of the way, but they didn't, it's so they could do the whole new team thing, which I'm okay with. It's just the circumstances that he's been around. I'm like, it almost would have been better if you hadn't seen him for the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, and you could have just still had him in jail and just had a just basically say a little bit into the future what's happened in the past couple episodes of Diggle and do a bit of catch up.
I just felt like that would have been a better way to tell his story.
Yeah.
But also, it's kind of annoying how he's just like, no, I need to take this because I killed my brother. And then Oliver talks to him for like 10 seconds and he's like, all right, let's break out.
Well, it was the whole thing that he didn't want to get Oliver in trouble as well.
Yeah, I know, but it was like...
Although one of the things I did like is this episode, Artemis was like basically like, Wild Doggy keeps screwing everything up. What the hell's your problem? Because he keeps doing everything he's not meant to.
He's so annoying.
Also, he had a sniper rifle and he still freaking missed the shot.
I know, bloody hell.
And he used to be, according to a Navy sniper.
Yeah,
basically.
That was annoying.
That was dumb. And Artemis was meant to take a shot with the bow, but the shot that he took seemed premature for even the way they were framing everything. So he's a little bit too keen to try and prove himself all the time. But he keeps proving that he's not ready to be proving himself. So
pretty much. The one aspect of the team that I actually really liked, which has nothing to do with the team itself really, is how Felicity gets them to try and stop Oliver from trying to save Diggle. And he's like, what, you're going to stop me? And then they're like, yeah. He then takes him out. And then in like 3 seconds too.
Yeah.
Doesn't even try. I love that because we're getting back to the badass for Oliver. It's so much better. Like, it makes more sense. Like, was a lot of what I didn't like about last season was he kept getting his ass kicked.
Yep.
Like, no matter what he did. I mean, yes, he was up against magic and stuff like that, yeah, so what? This is a much better Oliver so far.
And then, like,
then
Curtis. It's first of all like, he was taking it easy on us, and then to Felicity, he's like, how the hell did you think that was going to go? Because he knows that she knows how good Oliver is.
Yep.
And he's like, what did you... And then she's like, I thought he'd just see you saying no to him and back down.
Because it, like, unifying, and he was, yeah.
No. Oliver is still Oliver and still does whatever Oliver wants.
Yeah.
Maybe if the reconciliation between Felicity and Grant had happened at the very beginning of the episode, and he'd been there to join in the team stopping...
Yeah.
Because that... We don't quite know how strong that suit is, but it looks like it's...
Ragman seems, out of the 4, he is the most capable.
Yeah,
And
so maybe that suit would have been able to... Like, it stopped an explosion like this far from his back, so
Yeah.
it might have been able to like slow Oliver down at least.
yeah, it would have been, 10 seconds instead of 3.
I don't know, he could have snuck around and just broken the bike.
No, I suppose, yeah.
They should have done that. They should have attacked the bike, not Oliver. It would be much smarter.
Yeah.
But yeah, Curtis got beat. Curtis got beat up twice in this episode.
Yeah, he got a knife in his back.
Which, yeah, at first when I saw that, I'm like, they better not just paralyze him, because if they're going to use that stuff, the same implant they used for Felicity to walk again, that's just like, yes,
No, they
they've got the
didn't do
tech
that.
already, but it'd be a bit dumb. So I was happy they didn't
no.
do the spinal
What
injury.
they'll probably use it as a way of Curtis realizing that it's not really, it's not a game, it is life and death, and will like help him step up.
Yeah, for
and
training.
actually-
I think
and
it's like
get better.
a good old training montage.
Hopefully they don't do it overnight, and he takes a few episodes to get there. One thing I didn't.
He's going to design himself new armor with like a little thing right here. What is it called? It's my spinal shield.
I love Tobias Church.
Yeah, he's a
awesome.
great bad guy.
He's an awesome bad guy. The one thing I didn't like about this episode with him has nothing to do with him. Is more was with Wild Dog again. He seems to be our major problem at the moment. It just felt like Wild Dog held his own too much against Tobias Church.
Yep.
And then Tobias Church, when he actually had him, was like, "I have respect for you." It's like, really? It's like I got hit.
It's the hockey mask.
It was a little bit like,
Can't
I
shoot
understand.
straight. Can't punch straight.
I
Can't
understand-
follow orders.
I understand why they wanted to fight. I'm just knocking a cable there. Anyway, the fight to be a little bit more than just Tobias going schmack.
Although it was funny how like Oliver was like, Wild Dog, like, you were in the army. He's like, oh yeah, but I was dishonorably discharged. And I was like, yeah, I know, like, obviously. This wasn't exactly in Arrow, but the other thing I thought was great this week is they had the Flash training just be quick, and then it's like, I've become Oliver. Which, like, great throwaway line.
That was great.
Especially because, like, I was thinking that, because he basically quotes Oliver, it's called Precision Over Powers or something or other.
Oh no, yes, knowing your entire surroundings.
Yeah.
It's not just being quick. You have to, assess everything.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm like, oh, that's basically how Oliver trained him. And then I'm like, and then he says, I'll become Oliver. I'm like, yes, that is fantastic. So it was a throwaway tie-in line because they often reference each other and things. But this for me was a really, really nice. It's not kind of subtle, but not at the same time.
It was a great line.
Yeah, and for me, it really made the whole verse feel tighter to me. It was good.
I liked it. So that's our thoughts on the latest episode of Arrow. Feel free to comment in the comment section and let us know what you thought as well.
And we'll see you next week.
Arrow, Season 5, Episode 3, A Matter of Time.
No, trust.